we're going to start by jumping into the watch settings. We'll start from the top and work our way down. So the first thing we are going to see is general settings. So we click on general settings and we will skip the first 4 options, and the first thing we are going to check is wake screen. So you will see 3 options right away. Wake screen on wrist raise. We will keep this option on, so if you raise your screen you will be able to see things. And the second option, wake screen on crown up, we will keep this one also on. Why? Because let's say if you make your screen dark and you're somewhere in a dark, maybe in a theater or in a cinema, and you don't want to disturb anyone, so you will use the crown, move the crown little bit up, and you'll be able to see the time. And then after checking the time, you will rotate it down and your screen is dark again. So let's see the third option. What is the third option? Auto launch audio app, which is also on, because if I start playing audio on iPhone, I definitely want that audio launch on. Now if you scroll down a little bit, you will see on tap settings, and you have 2 options: wake for 15 seconds, wake for 70 seconds. I will keep it to 70 seconds because when I wake up the screen, I want to see what's on there for a while, and then I want to be the one who makes the screen go away by covering the screen with my hand, right? Like this. Now let's see what we have more. Now if you scroll down more, you will see on screen raise show last app, and you have 4 options, and from there I will select within 2 minutes of last use. I will set this to within 2 minutes of last use because this long I would want to see my last app before I move on. And if you scroll down a little bit more, you will see more options and you can turn on them as per your choice. I will keep all the audio things on as I want to see the things I am using on screen as first thing. So let's see how we can on them. Audiobooks, music, now playing, podcast, radio, and also the workout. I will keep all these applications on. So it's your choice if you want to on them or if you don't want them. So you can set according to your preferences. Now back to the general menu. You will see the next option, nightstand mode. You can keep this on if you want to use your Apple Watch as an alarm clock. And then the next option, we will leave website data. You can clear your website history in this one. Dictation, we will leave this one also. Screenshot, you can make this one on. Why? Because you can take screenshots if you keep this thing on, and the way to take screenshot is press crown and the button together. You'll be able to take the screenshots. And then the next option, profiles, we will leave this one also. Regulatory, leave it. Usage, in the usage app you will be able to see the amount used. Like I have used 2.2 GB and available is 24.7 GB, which is a lot actually. And down here you will be able to see which app is taking how much memory, right? You can also download some good gaming apps from the App Store, and you can play the gaming apps on your Apple Watch also. And then the reset option, right? So these are the things which are available in the general settings. Now let's move to the next option, accessibility. So in accessibility, we have voiceover, zoom. If you click on zoom, you will see you can zoom the screen of your Apple Watch just by tapping with your 2 fingers like this, and you can zoom the text, and then again by double tapping you can zoom out. You can set the level of zoom from here also. Let's go out of zoom, and here you will see more options: bold text, on and off labels, grayscale, reduced transparency, reduce motion. Now here I find something interesting: chimes. You can turn it on like I have done it. I got this set at hourly schedule. Actually, I found this to be very useful because it helps me to keep track of my time. I am more aware, and it actually taps me on my wrist every hour. It tells me that an hour went by. This is a new feature and I really like this feature. And you can also set the sound. I usually keep it to silent. I usually keep my watch silent, so it just taps me on my wrist. Okay. Now let's see some more options in accessibility. You have side button click speed, touch accommodations, and then you will go down and you have tap to talk, which is one of the options of walkie-talkie. Okay. Now, if you want, you can turn it on. If you use it a lot, you just tap it instead of holding it down. I will keep it off to avoid errors like sending messages by mistake. Let's now go out of accessibility and see Siri. Now, this is interesting. I'll just keep all these 3 options on. The option raise to speak, I will keep it on as you don't have to say Siri to get it going. Okay. And then you have more options available here, which we will set by default. Now let's check out sounds and haptics. I have got my alert volume set all the way to the top because I have the sound on and I definitely want to hear it. But like I said, I usually have it in a quiet mode. Silent mode. If you want your timers and alarms to go off even when you got the rest of the sounds muted, then you want to have that checked, and I do. And if you scroll down a little bit more, you will see volume limit. And you can limit the volume, and I've unchecked that. And now if you go down, here I have done something. You can turn on the haptic, and I have turned on the haptics. You can also turn it off. Haptics is something when the system inside taps on your wrist, which is actually a buzz-like thing. You can try this and you can see if you like it or not. And then you will go down. You can set it to default or to prominent, and then you will go down, cover to mute. Then this I actually explained you earlier. And then we will go out of sounds and haptics. And the next option is passcode. You can also set a passcode, a simple passcode, which is actually a 4-digit passcode. You can also set the passcode which is already set at your iPhone, and then you can simply coordinate between the two. Then SOS, and then privacy. In the privacy you can location services, and here you have the option with which app you want to share your location. Like you have different apps here. App Store, if you want to share your location with App Store, or if you want to share with your location with your app Watch Workout, with Maps, So you can select, you can see the options here with which I am sharing my location. So it's up to you with which you can share your location. Now let's see some more options in the privacy settings. We will scroll down and we will see microphone. You can turn this on because this is actually a very useful thing. It will tell you about the environmental sound levels throughout the day. It will not record, but it will tell you when the sound levels are okay or when they are too loud when you use the noise app. Like this, you can see here the voice level right now is okay, so it is telling you the state is okay. And if the noise level increases, it will tell you, and it will change to yellow color, the loud one, and it will indicate the sound is too loud. Now moving back to the settings, and we will come out of the privacy and we will move to the App Store. In the App Store, you can turn the automatic downloads on. So it will download the new app purchases, including the free ones made on other devices. I will keep this thing on only for my Apple Watch, but not for my iPhone. So we will go out of the App Store. Now let's see what do we have in clock. In this, you can set the watch face display time 5 minutes or 10 minutes ahead. All alerts and notifications will still come in the correct time. The only time affected by this is what is shown on your watch face, so it will not affect the correct time. All notifications will come on time. Only the time which is seen on your watch face will change. So let's move down a little more, and then in the end we have this feature, Siri face data sources. So if you click on this is actually all the apps which are present on your watch face. So from here you can select and unselect the apps which you do not want on your watch face. So in this way you can personalize your watch face. So many of you don't know and you'll keep on using the same watch face, but no, you can actually personalize your watch face by selecting the apps you want and by unselecting the apps which you do not want. Now if you go to the workout, you will see here the option running auto pause. I got this enabled because if I'm out exercising and I stop, I want to pause the workout also instead of keep it going. So that's pretty useful. And then if you scroll down a little more, you will see another option, start workout reminder. So when this is on, Apple Watch will remind you to start a workout if you're running, walking, swimming. So this is actually also a very useful thing. And workout reminder, detect gym equipments. So you have more options here.